One of the biggest mistakes you can ever make is by trying to make the narcissist see your side or see where you're coming from or to get closure from them. So, if you're trying to make the narcissist see your side or see where you're coming from, there's a good chance you're still with the narcissist. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is the biggest waste of your time and that is the biggest mistake you'll ever make. And for those of you who want closure, there's a good chance you've left the narcissist or they have left you. You are trying to get closure from them. That is the biggest waste of your time. What is the point of that? The narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. They plan the whole thing. Every conversation you had is perfectly planned and structured by them, right? Everything that happened in that relationship or situationship was perfectly designed by the narcissist. It had to go their way. They know exactly what happened and how it happened. Even if they're trying to blame you to be the narcissist, they're trying to make you the abuser, they're trying to blame you for everything that happened. They know, deep down inside they know. So what's the point of trying to get them to understand your point? All you're going to do is feel drained. You're going to feel drained. You're going to feel like you're having the same conversation over and over. They're going to make you feel stupid, especially if you start to make a little bit of sense. They're going to get mad. They're going to start to gaslight you. They're going to try to confuse you. The word salads are going to come out. They're going to talk about random things that don't have anything to do with what you're talking about. It's just going to be a cycle, a continuous cycle where nothing is going to come out of it. Nothing is going to make sense. And there is nothing you can do. You're wasting your time at this point. So, what is the point of trying to get them to see your point? It's a waste of your time. It's a big waste of your time. You'll never get the narcissist to see where you're coming from. Why? Because they already see where you're coming from, but their goal is to gaslight you and confuse you and make you out to be the villain and make themselves out to be the victim. And for those of you who have finally gained the courage and you have done so well for yourself and been strong enough to leave the narcissist, now you're sitting there. You literally won the lottery if you were able to get out of the grips of a narcissist. You won. You won. So why would you waste your time and go backwards by trying to get closure? This is what a lot of or some of my clients would say. I just want to get closure. It's a waste of your time. Get closure for what? You will never get closure from the narcissist. Never. Again, it can be years from now, it can be 2 days from now. All they're going to do is confuse you, gaslight you, blame you for everything, tell you that you were the problem, make themselves the victim. And if you let them, especially for those of you who have gotten away from the narcissist, if you let them have this fake conversation with you and this fake apology and this fake understanding of where you're coming from, if you let them back in, they will punish you even worse. When you go back into that relationship, you will be punished worse than before. Is that what you want for yourself? There's no closure with a narcissist. I always tell you guys, once you mess with a narcissist, you lost. You lost the time, the energy, the effort for however long that relationship was. That was a loss for you. The best thing you can do now is pick up the pieces and just move on with your life. If you're still with the narcissist, don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to tell them they're gaslighting you. That's going to even make them mad because the narcissist is a chronic victim. They have this victim mentality. They truly believe that even though they know what they're doing, they know the outcome of their actions, they know what their actions are doing to you, they're still going to play victim. They're still going to point fingers at you. They're still going to fault you for everything. So there's no point. So that's the worst mistake you can ever make is to try to get the narcissist to see where you're coming from. They do, but they don't care. They don't see where you're coming from. They're chronic victims. How can you get a victim to not be the victim? You're the villain. The narcissist can only be two things, the hero or the victim. They can never be the villain. So no amount of you explaining yourself, this is when you find yourself having the same conversations over and over and over to the point where you feel crazy or you end up apologizing. You end up being blamed and taking the blame, and it ends up being true or making sense that you are in fact to be blamed. And this is why people go crazy. This is literally why people go crazy and their reality is so distorted because they're messing with a narcissist and trying to get the narcissist to understand. You're dealing with a sick person. Their mentality is not there. There's no amount of explanation that you can do. So don't make that mistake. Don't make the mistake of trying to get closure from the narcissist, maybe because the relationship suddenly ended, or maybe you're still with the narcissist and you're trying to get them to understand your point. It ain't gonna happen, sis. It's not. It's a big waste of your time. You can use that time to go take a walk, go to the gym, go get you a nice outfit, go get you some makeup, do your hair, do your makeup, go out and hang out with your friends. That will be a much better spending of your time than trying to get the narcissist to see where you're coming from. They have eyes, but they can't see. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Follow for more contents like these if you like them. And also follow me. My link tree is above in the bio. And you can also book a one-on-one coaching call with me. See you in the next one.